what happened last time?
Oh,
We traveled through a Mommy Faye portal to get to Gerudo Town, and we're
You,
staying in like the Motel 6 version outside.
you
Yeah.
did
you two are.
revisit was it Hala?
I think
That's
so.
what we
Yeah.
should do.
And with your donation of rupees, um, gave her enough power to transport you to the fountain of another great fairy, Aisha,
Mhm.
who
Who
was
did
not
not
Tyler.
need our
who
money.
was not terribly far from Gerudo Town, your next destination. Right, one experience.
Sikol got hit with a nasty arrow.
Yeah,
And was down for the count, but we're fixing it.
you fixed it.
Fixed it. Just taking time.
You the healers in Rito Village said that it required a specific type of fairy magic that was sort of the reason why you went to Hala. Part of the reason. Honestly, we just want to visit Hala.
There's
She's
several
great.
reasons.
Mhm.
Beerus is thirsty for Halo. Like, let's be real.
So a fish, so like pretty thirsty.
Hey, hey, we're not doing that. All right, one experience.
Was it last time that we beat the shit out of Tisiphone?
Yes. Tisiphone was the one who downed
Dauntless.
Sikol.
Yeah.
But yes, in a very quick fight, you took down one of the Arrhenius. You took down Tisiphone the Dauntless, and from her fallen body, retrieved a golden artifact.
Golden triangle shaped artifact. That's what I have written down.
You're not sure what it does.
How do you spell Tisiphone?
Tisiphone.
Oh, that
Yep.
went so fast. One more time, please.
Tissa
T.I.
phone.
That's what I was about to say.
Tisi.
S-I
Phone.
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 Thank you.
It's Tis iPhone.
Tis iPhone.
His iPhone.
Tis iPhone.
Nice.
All right, one more experience. All right. So we didn't really get into what's happening with Sikol, but she was unconscious. You had gotten her back to Rito Village very quickly on with the help of the Sky Spirit Valu, the Quetzalcoatl-like feather serpent dragon that watches over Rito Village. Made your way back, got her to some healers who suggested fairy magic. You went back to Hala's place, and Sikol was slowly getting better. This corruption, this infection in her shoulder, right where her wing is attached, is now healed, and taking the night to get settled in your separate inns. Some of you within Gerudo Town, some of you just without of Gerudo Town.
Specifically got Sikol the spa treatment as well that gives you the extra hearts and the extra stamina wheel the next day.
You get ready to go out the next morning because it seems like another time shift has occurred, and these large columns have appeared slightly to the north in the desert. But Sikol, this Hylian woman in forested leathers aiming this wicked bow at you and your party lets loose this arrow that digs itself directly into your wing, where like in your shoulder where your wing is attached. The pain is one thing, the physical pain is one thing, but something seeps in. This sensation of panic and despair, that feeling of pinpricks around your heart, that feeling that makes your breath come quick and shallow, begins washing over you, and your vision fades. There is no sensation of touch, no sound, nothing, just this darkness with twinges of vermilion and violet on the edges of your periphery, and this feeling of gloom. And out of the darkness, a singular yellow cat-like eye is trained on you.
So it's just dark everywhere except for this eye.
Mm-hmm.
Can I move?
You can will yourself up and move. It's like moving in a dream.
Mm. Okay.
There's no feeling. There's no physical sensation of feet to the floor,
Mm-hmm.
but you are able to move. Yes.
I think she'll kind of like before doing anything with the eye, just kind of like I picture it like if there's like a little video game character just like T posing, just like rotating around, um, kind of like looking for friends, and is like calling out to all of them, and then if there's no response, um, she might follow that up with her parents' names and stuff, and like call out for them. Um, and then if there's really nothing happening at the very end, we'll just kind of like yell out to the eye thing. It's like, hello?
It blinks sideways, like, and it slowly approaches. It's not attached to a face.
Hmm.
As it slowly makes its way to you, pushing its way forward, around the edges, you can almost begin to make out the shape of this thing. It's at first, it's almost like a stalk, like an eye stalk,
Aw.
but as it continues approaching, like as it gets, say, 2 yards, 2 to 5 yards away. It's in this eye is in the center of a palm of a hand that's just coming towards you and trained on you.
She'll do like a, I'm sorry, I don't really know where I'm at if I'm not supposed to be here. You could just tell me and I'll try to go. Is like kind of leaning back like as much as she can. She wasn't, I don't think she was expecting it to come towards her. So yeah.
It reaches forward and wraps its claws around your wing. Not aggressively. There's almost a misplaced tenderness with this. But that feeling of panic and hopelessness does not go away. If anything, it gets a little bit more intense. Almost as if it's coming from this hand.
Like the like the panic is coming from the hand. Like, oh. I think she'll try to like if she can like wiggle out or something. Just like, no, 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 I got shot there, and is like just kind of like freaking out to try to get away from it, I guess.
Okay. Make a might check. The difficulty is 7.
I have to remember how to use this. Might.
Don't we all?
Difficulty 7. So that's so much. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Effort. Oh, it disappeared. Why? Where?
Oh, remember to do a difficulty 7, you'd have to roll a 21 on a 20-sided die. So
Gotcha.
So maybe use effort or something. Just if you want to. If you want to, like, you don't have to, but just this one. Thanks.
If I use, I'm trying to remember. If I use effort, do I have how much effort do I have, or is it just kind of like I completely forgot how to use it.
So you have a set number of of points in your might pool, right?
That's right. Yes.
Typically, it would take 3 points from your might pool to be 1 level of effort.
Okay. I will actually do that. So that goes down to 9. Yeah, 1 effort. Oh, nope. I failed. Yep. Nope, I got a 14.
This hand does not want to let go.
Do I have any of my stuff with me?
No.
Oh no. It's gonna look really pathetic, but I think with her other wing, she's gonna try to like hit at it. And it's just like, let me go, no! And it's just like really starting to like freak out, do whatever she can.
Another 3 hands reach out of the darkness
Okay.
and begin reaching for you.
Ooh, is there any kind of like dodging that I can do? I know I'm kind of trapped by one, but like,
Well, whenever one of them attacks, yes, I would normally ask you to roll a speed defense.
okay. Should I do that now?
No.
Oh, okay.
These other 3 hands, they have their eyes trained on you, unblinking. and just seeing you resist, there's a tension. They reel back and jerk forward towards you. But in that moment, there is a flash of lavender light.
Lavender's better than darkness. That seems good.
And the next morning, you wake up
Oh,
in a very unfamiliar place. It is warm.
I think she'll probably like wake up with like a scream. It's like waking up from like a nightmare or something. It's like, let go of me!
Soren, were you in the room with her?
Soren, I think, stayed in her own home.
You let me alone?
Probably would have gotten up considerably earlier than whenever Sikol's gonna come to, though, so it would probably be nearby at this
Okay.
point of the day. But
Okay, we'll say like as you're about to get in there, you hear Sikol screaming.
yeah, Soren just kind of like barrel in, just kind of like toss the door open, just be like, huh, what has happened?
I don't know if Rito can sweat, but if they can, then there's
Bird
like,
sweat.
do birds sweat? I don't think.
No, they don't. I'll be honest, I only know chickens. Chickens do not sweat.
Okay.
Birds don't have sweat glands.
They
That seems to
do
be
pant.
not only
Like
Okay.
chickens.
Then she's like hyperventilating, breathing times 2, because it's also panting. And I think she's just gonna kind of be like, and just like kind of like not even really connecting where, like where she's at. Is just kind of like can't really catch her breath.
Soren will just be like, you are in Gerudo Town. Would you like some juice?
Where, 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 where did I go? Where?
Shot with an arrow, a fairy took you, and then now we're here. There's some other things in the middle there, but I think that's the most important one.
I think she's gonna kind of like try to touch where her arm is at and like look at it.
It's a little sore. There's a mark that was definitely there, but it's healed.
Um. Okay. I was in. I. Where did we go? She might cry a little bit. Can birds cry? She's gonna cry a
Yes.
little bit. Okay.
Soren will hand you the juice, just kind of like pick up a little hand and put the juice in it. Just be like, drink some of that. We were in the mountains. We were attacked. The dragon, that thing came and got us. The Velu came and got us, and we took you back to the fairy fountain because you were injured, but in a serious way. And then here, forgot to bring you back to your family first, but I did send a letter. I think probably get back before the letter gets there.
What about
One
the
too many
hands?
noble pursuits.
What about the
Um,
hands?
What about the hand? Hands?
The hands? There were hands? Hands with eyes?
You need bone.
There wasn't a
Does
bunch
that sound familiar?
No.
There wasn't a bunch of hands with eyes. You don't know. And I think she's
No.
gonna like start crying a little bit more, like the fact that nobody knows what she's talking about. There were a lot of hands with eyes in them, and I was by myself, and I don't know. I don't know where I was.
We're in Gerudo Town now.
Okay,
I don't know where you were either, but you're here now, and it's better.
okay. She's gonna
The
chug her juice.
yeah. The the others are in. They're not here. They're not allowed here. But I thought you would probably need something more weather appropriate to wear. Well, they all probably will, but at least for the day. So I figured we could pick something up on our way out of town. Maybe that would be relaxing a bit. There is time shift happening in the desert, which is a problem, but we haven't been in a hurry yet.
Oh, like the domes, like the. Okay, okay.
I checked my closet. I don't have anything that would fit you, so we'll have to find something for a child, perhaps. Yeah, that seems about right. Come on.
Yeah. If it's not too sore to get up, I think she'd get up and like still be holding it a little bit. Kind of like weirdly, even though like the hand is not there anymore, but just kind of like this arm is mine. Like don't touch it. Um and so it's just gonna kind of uh follow out.
Okay.
Gotcha.
What
Oh, shopping.
preparations do we want to make?
So I think Soren would, I mean, probably have a pretty good idea of what we would need to go out in the desert just in general, but definitely some like a couple cooling beverages, some like clothes if we can afford it.
Mhm.
Um, something for Datuk and Virus, but I don't know what that something is. I imagine finding something to fit Virus would be a tremendous, maybe a bracelet or some earrings, a circlet. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think. Some sapphire earrings.
If you're looking for specifically heat resistant jewelry, you're looking for things with sapphires, which are going to be fairly expensive.
Yeah, I don't know what we can like afford either, like because I know our spend isn't that high. But yeah, if we could just find something for everybody to stay cool, like other than clothing, or clothing, either way, but even a consumable
Yeah.
will suffice.
Just some light, breathable clothes, and plenty of water and supplies.
I'll get like a big bag of hydro melons for Virus. That'll probably help, I think. Soren literally just doesn't know after a certain point, so it's just like guiding Sikol around, just being like, and that's where you buy those things. I don't know if we need any today, but then over here you can get some of those. Probably we'll go by the canteen and purchase some beverages, like like a little bit of a take the edge off kind of situation for Sikol. Because Soren's like, calm you down, let's go shopping, and then we'll leave and do like hero stuff again or whatever. That's the plan.
All right. So we'll say for this, you'll, within budget, you'll buy supplies so that you'll have one asset on getting through the desert.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And I guess we'll get some like Probably some just like pants. I think Soren is able to find pants for everybody, and like that's about it. Some like shoes, but not like the good sand shoes, just like some shoes. That's that's all she could find.
Are there any good bookstores or artifact stores that won't break the bank?
What kind of book are you looking for?
Whatever Soren would think, if Soren even thinks about getting to took any kind of reading material or any sort of stuff like that. If not, that's totally fine.
I think like that point of the scene would be like Sikol covered in a pile of like assorted sundries because like Soren's just buying things and handing them in like a frenzy. And not really thinking about books at all.
No, that's fine.
Just warning, my arm still hurts just a little bit, so not too heavy.
This is good. We're learning your limits. This is good. Just like yes, and we'll take at least 3 of the hydromelons. And is that salt grilled steak? I'll take 1 of those as well. Just loading up.
Okay.
Probably not doing that well though. But
at what point are you going to reunite with the bow?
Yeah, I think like after a certain point of like turning around to see all the stuff we've bought and just being like, oh, we should go. And then just like picking up the big like pile of things to carry like over her head. Soren will be like, follow me. We're going to the bazaar. And we'll like jog out of town.
All right. You make your way out to the bazaar, to the serviceable hotel that Detook and Virus were at. What were y'all up to before Soren and Sikol pop in the door?
I'm gonna say that Virus probably found some sort of spa or like hot spring or something, and was just kind of like vibing, like enjoying any water he could find in the area.
There's something. It's not as good as what's in town, but
This isn't even
it's serviceable. It's serviceable.
This isn't even the nice bazaar next to the Oasis. This is just like a bazaar. That's worse.
There's like a puddle from a jug that they poured into the sand, and like kid playing in mud. Like
This is the equivalent of, in a department store, the couch where the dads sit. It's that, but for a whole ass town.
so it's the best place in the entire desert.
Uh-huh.
Is what I'm getting. Like, yeah,
Sure.
okay.
I think Detook would try and find some work to do, and if there was no work to be had, just kind of shop around and not be scammed, I guess, for like the touristy stuff and just trying to find something interesting.
Yeah, you're around. There's people selling, overpriced jewelry, some higher grade weapons. Every now and then there's like somebody saying a haunted wasteland tour.
Potions, there's probably some really, really touristy geared stuff out there of like Meet the Gerudo woman of your dreams.
It's very much the equivalent of like a New Orleans street.
Then I think the Took will probably just take in the sights rather than buy anything. Yeah.
But soon enough, Soren and Sikol do appear.
I think the Took would be like relieved to see them. One, to see that Sikol is there, and that Soren, that they're just back, both of them. But also probably to just get an excuse from being like, "Hey, no, come look over here. No, come look over here," and just kind of being too polite to be setting boundaries with strangers, and so like now has an excuse to just leave.
Soren will like set down the pile of goods and start like rummaging through things to hand like both you and Virus like a set of like pants that'll be better for the weather, and then we'll pass everybody like a little like bottle of like a chilled
Pants
what have you.
or the equivalent.
Yeah, pants or equivalent.
I don't know if Zora wear pants.
Yeah. I mean, she's bringing pants. I don't know if Zora wear pants either, but that's what she's got. Anything else would have been too expensive, but yeah, she'll just spread out all the things. But we should have enough. She'll say we should have enough supplies to make it into that part of the desert. Kind of looking towards wherever the time shift happened.
Do we walk, or is there some sort of? Do we try to find another seal? How is our method of transportation gonna go there?
Could walk. We could go rent some seals. That'd probably be more time efficient. I can rent us two, maybe. I might be at my like spend limit for the day, but
I can
but
rent them, maybe.
even with our supplies, we should be good to just walk. It's not that far. I mean, if I could see it really clearly from town, I don't think it was that far away. Hours. Let's see.
Okay.
Virus, I did not know how to help you with the desert. But there is hydration and better clothing. Do you wear clothes? I've never checked, to be honest. Like, are you wearing like clothes? Like,
I don't think so.
I don't-
I would say probably not really.
Right. There's like
an ascot,
Adornment.
perhaps.
there's like adornments like
Yeah.
like bracers and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
There's some pants.
Do I even know how to put pants on?
your body's so top heavy. I'm not sure that you'll be able to.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm gonna try to put them on as like sleeves, like awkwardly, just like thank you, like bulging here, like around my chest.
Your forearms are probably too big to go through the hole.
Yeah.
They actually go on your legs.
Put it on as a hat.
Or that.
That
Gonna wear
probably
it as a hat.
could work. Tie it in some way. I don't know. Anyway,
I just figured I'd drink a lot of water.
There should be plenty. I feel like there's probably like one giant like jar of like a pot just filled with water, just sitting there, just like that's yours.
Just like sling it over my back with like a strap, kind of like Gara, but it's actually full of
Lord.
water instead of sand.
Perfect.
Is this is this is a meta question. Is your water drinkable from your trident? Is it potable?
That's a DM question. I mean, it's just water. I don't know. I'm
It's
gonna
from
say
the
yes
Great
because it gives
Spring.
me a nice advantage in this environment.
It might not be potable. It would help prevent him from drying out.
Here we go.
I'm looking like SpongeBob.
I need it.
Virus in approximately 30 minutes. But yeah, Soren would just be like, I think we should all be ready to go. And then like sort of to the side to Datuk would just be like, maybe you should talk with Sikol. She seemed a bit freaked out and I had no idea how to help. I just took her shopping.
Okay, I can do that.
Retail
And
therapy,
then so
baby.
after that, Datuk's gonna kind of slow back to kind of either catch up or fall back where with Sikol. And he'll be like, I'm so excited to see you walking around. Are you okay?
Yeah, yeah, I'm okay now. Um,
Now? Was something wrong?
um, I don't. I mean, Soren said I got shot, so
You did.
um, and then I guess I was kind of out of it for a while.
Mm,
Um, and I don't really know where I was, so
mm.
that was weird. Um,
So you were more than unconscious?
or maybe it could have been. It might have been just a dream. I don't. It felt really real though.
I'm sure it did. I don't know if Soren said this, but you were also poisoned, which is why you were
Oh,
out for so long. So
oh,
maybe that poison just made you feel all achy.
oh.
Mm.
Did y'all fight anything else?
We don't have to worry about Tisiphone anymore,
Okay.
but that was the only thing we fought.
No hands.
No hands. What kind of hands?
Big hands.
Big
With
hands, like his hands, and kind of points at Virus.
bigger.
Bigger.
No such thing.
And were they just hands, or their bodies attached, or their arms?
Uh, it was just kind of hands, but then there was like an eye in the like oh, I picture like from Lord of the Rings, I think it's like Pippin looking into like the Palantir and it's just kind of like this, like just
Mm-hmm.
kind of like looking off like into the thing. It's just kind of like they were just really big and there was like an eye in the middle of them and there were a lot of them and
Mm.
y'all you didn't fight anything like that.
No, we
You said
didn't.
something had heads bigger than mine, which definitely never has existed. So I think
Well,
you're.
we know someone has bigger hands than you, and that is Aisha and Hayla.
They're the only beings, which is why I will wed one of them one day.
And like the Took will laugh, but did did you feel, were they mean hands?
Ah. Well, they didn't hurt me,
Mm-hmm.
but they had me. They were
Mm.
like hands as big as people.
Hmm.
So like one hand could hold like my whole, and she's been holding her arm this whole time.
Right.
And she's like, one hand could like hold my whole arm, and
Mm.
there was like four of them, and uh yeah, they just kind of all came at me.
Mm.
Um, but then there was like lavender, like a
Hmm.
light, like a purple light.
Mm. Okay.
Then I woke up.
Do you feel safe now?
More than before, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I'm back with you guys. I guess you guys weren't there.
Well,
I
we were
called.
with you the whole time. You
Oh,
just may not have sensed us. We didn't leave your side until, well, we had to leave your side to stay out here, but before then, we didn't leave your side.
yeah.
I left your side to sleep in my own home, but you were in excellent hands.
Oh no.
Oh,
I left your
Oh,
side for comfort and luxury at the first opportunity.
Tuck will be like,
you were undergoing a spa treatment? It's very nice. People love it. They come from everywhere.
I will say they did
From a
not do
colony.
that to her whenever she was unconscious.
That's true. That's true.
I think she's gonna have like you said hands, and just
Yeah.
instinctually, just like a few tears just kind of come down. And it's like,
the Took will be like, you know, let's just breathe. And can I tell you a story?
okay.
Okay. And he'll start telling like the most mundane story ever.
Story of the Brady Bunch.
It's more mundane than the Brady Bunch. It's just like one day he woke up, he made coffee, and the coffee was like all right, right? And you know, and that was not a good sign for the day, but it wasn't a bad sign for the day.
And he went to make eggs for breakfast, but he broke one of the yolks, so he had to make
Hmm.
more eggs to have
And
non-broken yolks.
and then like he gets really excited because a cat skittered by his door, and he was hoping that was going to be a good sign for the day, but he's never seen that cat again, and so he's always kind of on the lookout for that cat. And like he just adding like all these really just unnecessary details
Oh
so
my
that
god.
at least um you know, but like trying to like not have you zone out, but just kind of bring you down to like a boredom equilibrium. And then like
Skill's
not
gonna be.
even you
Oh, go
can't,
ahead.
no, I was gonna say you can't tell when the story is gonna end, and so randomly at a random point he's like, just wanted to see how you're doing, are you okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Here's Virus in the background.
While walking, still like feet still going, but top half.
Why don't we do this though? If you ever want to talk about it, you can always talk about it with me or any of us. We'll be sure not to push too much. But next time we get to a magic, is it magic user? Like, what would be like the term? Like scholars? Like, what would be maybe a sage? Like, what? Like, yeah, what would be someone who'd be like, let's next time we see a wizard, we'll ask them.
Wizard would be fine. Sage implies other things.
That's right. That's right. Um, okay, so next time we meet a scholar or a wizard or anyone who is knowledgeable, we can ask them about it. But I just want you to know that you're safe with us now. Here, do you want some hydromelon?
Okay. I'm I'm okay. I don't want to waste it. But
Okay.
um
Does your arm feel okay?
is it like feeling like better like the more I'm awake?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Let me just show you some stretches I do every morning. So, and he'll just kind of go through
It
all of
just
the.
breaks out into yoga.
Well, no, basically because he has to keep all of his muscles and bones all limbered up.
That
So he,
age, you got to work hard.
yeah, he
if
has a
you wanna
big
be-
stretch routine. So he'll kind of go through his arm specific stretch routine with you.
Thank you, Detective.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I also just want to apologize.
What?
We had to leave your family in haste, and
Oh,
so we weren't able to see them, but we will go back just so they know that you were okay, and so you can
yeah.
talk to your mom and things like
Yes,
that.
Soren said something about we were supposed to go back, but we did.
Mm-hmm.
So then a letter
Yep.
was sent.
Yep. Yep. I was very drunk. Was it another Rito?
Very drunk Rito. We
Yeah.
sent a letter.
But I know who it is.
I would describe the feather and the coloring as best I could.
You would know.
Okay. Just be like, oh,
How reliable, like if you know this person, how reliable do you think they are at getting?
Like 68% chance.
it's like,
All right, that's pretty good.
Hey, 2/3, none to sneeze at.
whenever we get back to a town, we probably want to send another letter just in case. My
Okay.
parents might think I'm dead.
Yep. Yep. And when we're done with this, we'll be sure to head back.
Based on how you freaked out when you went in there and you thought they were going to see you, would them thinking you're dead be the worst thing? Like, would that be
Well,
liberating for you at all?
maybe for a little bit, but then like the longer I was gone, and then as soon as I get back, ah,
I think it would be better for open communication and not having your parents and family members think you're dead.
yeah. I see what you mean, Varys. That's true, but my mom was already angry, so that'd probably just add on to it. You won't like her when she's angry.
Her feathers turn green and she gets bigger than me.
Seems like it.
But let me know. But just if you ever need to talk about it, you can't. You always can.
While we're walking, could I like have like do I have like a little journal or something, and maybe I could like doodle like what the hands look like?
Yep.
Okay. She will like spend a little time just kind of like doodling, and then we'll like pass it to the other three and just be like just for reference.
Yeah, so there's this drawing of a very sinewy hand. Like where you would expect a humanoid arm to be. There's just the thinnest ribbons of muscle, but not much else. It's not even really a bone structure. And just within the middle of the palm of his hand is a sideways eye. With that same cat-like thing. Uh, is anybody trying to get any additional details from this?
Yeah, I definitely would. I'd compliment the drawing on how scary it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I can either help with that or do my own role, whichever you prefer.
I'll say what both of you would originally get, or immediately get, is that there's definitely something similar between the eye of this hand and the eyes that you have seen on Tisiphone.
Hmm.
the definitely not just human eyes.
Do we reboot for the day?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do something with it. I don't know if it's gonna be like history based or just kind of piece it together, but I'm definitely happy to roll something as well.
If you would like to, if you want to sort of try to get like other details about this,
Mhm.
tell me like what sort of avenue you're going down. Like, are you thinking of where something like this would have happened in history? Are there any contemporary creatures that sort of fit the bill of this thing?
I'm looking for like legend material of like stories of kind of hands or this kind of symbol or any sort of kind of mythology related to it. You know, any kind of thing like that. So like history adjacent stuff.
Mhm. Uh, it's going to be an intelligence test. I haven't determined the difficulty, so I
Okay.
guess roll and tell me what level of a check you would pass.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it at a 3, I
Okay.
guess. And we just kind of go from there. I am gonna put in 1 level of effort. No, let's go 2. I'll put in 2 levels of effort.
And if I'm helping, does that ease it a little bit as well?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
That would
I
ease
just
by one.
so I definitely beat a 3. I barely beat a 3. I wrote So my roll itself beat a difficulty 1, and that's it. But I beat having it eased. I guess would bring it down to
Do it 2.
yeah. Yeah, so I put
Okay.
in 2 effort, 1 level of help, so 3 total negatives, I guess.
So it's sort of a wives' tale, but there is a sort of folk tale about monsters' hands um, appearing in dark, um, forgotten places. Um, things that will grab unsuspecting people and force them, either drag them deeper into darker places or remove them. There's not a lot of depictions of them with eyes, though.
Okay.
These are creatures called floor masters, or floor masters and wall masters.
Okay. Well, I think I've heard of these or something like it before. They didn't have the eye, but they did do a lot of grabbing, of course. It was in dark places, and it sounds like from what you said, it was in a dark place, and then pushed away by light. A, a blue light or lavender light, you said? Okay. So maybe it'll be good to have flashlight. Flashlights probably the only thing. Good to have torches with us, and just in case. It's those things. And they're called floor or wall masters. You said.
They're sort of they're kind of interchangeable. There are creatures called floor masters who are kind of less aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
and then wall masters, which are the ones that will grab you and drag you deeper.
I don't know if Datuk would necessarily say that detail of like they'll grab and take you into more nothingness, but I will say they'll kind of drag you into dark places. And we should, if it is the same thing, we should just be kind of cautious of it.
So they're a real thing.
They may be.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse.
That's understandable. But you got away from them once already.
What do
And
you
now
think
we're here.
that? What do you think that light was, though?
When was it?
At the end.
Maybe it could have been healing. No, if it was at the end, that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. Maybe it was the strength of your will.
I always thought of myself as more of an orange person, but maybe I'm lavender-esque. I don't know. Is there anything that like Sikol can think about that's distinctively like lavender?
Give me a intelligence check, difficulty 2.
Also, would I reset my stuff as well?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me reset that. Intelligence difficulty 2, you said.
Yep.
I'm gonna put an effort to this as well because I really want to know. So you said 3 points from the pool?
Yeah, unless you have an edge in intelligence.
I do not. I'm putting the wrong numbers there. Difficulty 1 instead. Oh, got it.
That sort of like pinkish, purplish, bluish, it kind of reminds you of the aura that's around some fairies.
Mm.
So it could have been the magic of the fairies.
You said you took me back to names?
Halo?
Halo?
Halo.
Yes, we did. We saw your village elders first, and they said they needed a fairy. Have a big fairy, was it originally they needed?
Yes.
And we couldn't think of a big fairy, but we thought of a bigger fairy. And you'll kind of
A great
chuckle.
fairy.
And that's when we took you to Halo. She's very happy to see you, and she was very glad to have helped you as well.
Maybe that was her.
It could have been, yeah. And
What?
then you maybe were just sleeping after that, and that's why you woke up.
Maybe. We'll have to go back.
We will.
Well, I guess there's nothing we can do about it right now. Good to know, though. What, Soren?
Guess is as good as mine.
That was a deep sigh. So we're looking for another dome?
Yep.
It's that way. I think. We should probably make a check for that, right?
Give me a check to navigate the desert. This will be difficulty 5. It will be an intelligence check.
I can also help.
Do I get an asset because I'm from here?
You do get an asset because you are from here.
So that's 4 now, just off the top.
And I can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you help by 1 level or 2 levels?
1 level. I guess it, because of my curious thing, I would think I would have to roll
Assets can never
myself.
ease a task by more than 2 steps. So
Okay.
if you're helping, you will only be able to
Do one.
help ease one additional thing.
That's fine.
Spend 1 point of intelligence to lower it to a difficulty 2.
Okay.
Because I have an edge of 2. Isn't that fun? So yeah,
And
we'll
so
leave it
now,
at difficulty.
so now it's difficulty 2. You need to roll a 6.
13.
Let's go.
Yeah. You believe that navigating toward where you're pretty sure this time shift is, it will be about 5 hours of walking through the desert north.
That's good because what you just walk toward the giant wall of rocks or something, and it's like somewhere between us and there. My geography. Maybe there's not a wall of rocks there at this point in time, but
You will not be making it all the way to the highlands.
that's fair. Okay. But we'll walk in that direction. But yeah, Soren will lead everybody and is like probably walking a little too fast. She's just enjoying being in not a cold place or around a lot of people she doesn't know. So,
Mm.
And you probably like at this point would notice that she has probably for the first time since you met her actually changed clothes into a fresh outfit. Like there's a lot of like throwing on different things and stuff like that, but she actually has like new clothes and they're like nice Gerudo clothing that is, appropriate for the weather. She'll take off towards the time shift stone.
Okay. About an hour and a half in, you will need to, take a break, drink water and everything. It's fucking hot. There's not a lot of shade in between here and your destination.
No, like ruins sticking up.
Not a lot.
I feel like there's probably one spot where there's just like this little stone slab on the ground, and Soren was like, "That was an 8-foot tall pillar the last time I came through here."
That's
And that's
horrifying.
sand. Isn't it great? You honestly, you never know what you're gonna find when you come out here.
It's so rough and coarse, though. It gets everywhere.
Exfoliating is what I heard.
Wait, it's just different because of sand?
Mm-hmm. It piles up.
This is kind of similar to snow.
It also irritated.
This is. It gets everywhere. I will say this is just for flavor, but just because I don't get to use it very often, the endurance feat, even though he's an old man, he looks okay. He looks okay. Like even when he needs to take a break, he's like willing to like, should we dig a pit in the sand so we're sitting in cooler sand? But I don't know.
Oh, I forgot that like I have my adaptation enabler, so Soren's probably just like, water? Yeah, I can take a sip, just like huh.
I'm all good.
Like just comfortable. Like so comfortable. I think it's great.
Right. You continue on. About another mile and a half of trekking through. Soren, you notice some movement in the sand.
Do you hear that sand dune noise? That's all over the internet now.
Forgot to do the worm walk, guy. Forgot to do the on the planet Arrakis.
We have spice at least, though, right? Like,
The worms come. No. Is it like a big, like a really big kind of movement in the
It's like
sand,
a-
or is it like
It's like a mass that's about 1.5 feet long. And it jumps out towards you. I need
You're
you
at
to
the
make
ready.
a speed defense roll.
I see.
Difficulty 1.
Ah,
Just Soren.
I actually have an asset on speed defense just from having a shield, so I'll just don't worry
Okay.
about it.
So you hold up your shield, and this creature jumps out in the sand and sort of like tries to bite into the shield, and its fangs bounce off. You are
parry.
looking at a creature that you would recognize as a mold worm. It's this sandworm. It's like a fat little leech, but like 1.5 feet long, with like a set of fangs around its mouth. They do jump out and terrorize, and typically attack in packs.
Yeah, Soren would be like, be on the watch out for more of those. And I'll
immediately gonna like fling the
spear
trident
out.
around, get ready. Yeah.
This one that's on the ground immediately tries to like bury back in the sand.
stab it.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready an action next time one comes up. Just fucking skewer the damn thing.
Okay.
I'm
Roll for
just being hyper vigilant right now.
Roll for initiative.
Ah,
I need to know if you make it between a difficulty 1 and a difficulty 7.
Should we just set it at difficulty 0 and see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
I beat a difficulty 1.
I cannot hear you even.
I beat difficulty 2.
Okay.
I beat difficulty 4.
I got a 15. I don't know what that means. Oh, I beat difficulty 5.
Should have borrowed Patricia the clairvoyant sand seal.
Okay. So somebody's readying themselves in case Moldorns come out.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Can
everybody
I-
else? What?
I'm being vigilant.
I
Okay.
would like to also ready an arrow.
Still ready for Moldorm specifically, Connor. Do with that what
Okay.
you will.
Okay. Well, you do notice more shapes moving around. 3 of them will jump out. It will be speed defense tasks 1 for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, if you
Wait, it's of a 1? Yeah, I like way past it automatically.
Yeah, that's the only one I
you
can't
will
beat.
you will not take damage from these little ones. And then it would be your attack. It is a difficulty 1 creature. So make your attack against a difficulty 1 creature.
I do 5 damage.
Okay, it is set.
I don't actually have to. I don't think I have to roll that.
Yeah.
I don't think you do either.
Yeah, I'm trained in my spear, so I don't have to roll.
Oh,
that.
I'm specialized. Yeah, I just auto hit anyway.
I mean, if you're not attacking
let
with
me
an
roll.
improvised weapon, you will hit it. You will.
I did roll a 1. I don't know if I had to roll in the first place. So
I
you
don't
tell
think.
me.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
I got it and did damage 4.
Do
Yeah,
I do it too,
isn't
or
it-
since there's only 3?
Yeah, if you're ready for it, one of them's gonna try and attack you.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna fucking God of War this shit. Since I'm trained in my fists, I'm just gonna catch it as it tries and just squish it.
Okay.
Oh God, I hope you're successful.
I
How much
am.
da-
I'm trained
How
in my
much damage
fists.
does your fists do?
4.
Okay. They have 3 hit points, so
Beerus is gonna watch you do this and just yes, like next time one jumps at me, I'm gonna do the same thing.
there's this much bigger shape moving.
If it jumps at me, I'm gonna try to do the same thing.
Okay. Make it speed defense roll. Difficulty 7.
All of us or just Veers?
Just Virus.
I have a bunch of bonuses and stuff.
Said, I remember what you did to Symphony.
Reduce the speed cost from 1 by 1, blah blah blah. I have a bunch of effort, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 effort into it.
Okay.
And then I have I don't remember what the edge means.
The edge means for your first level of effort, which how much effort are you putting in?
I have 3 effort.
Okay. Um for your
I
first level
really want to catch this thing.
for your first level of effort, it will normally take 3 points in order to get that level of effort to bring the difficulty down 1 step.
Oh, wait a second.
For whatever your edge is, you would lower that.
So if you have an edge
For
2,
your next level of effort, it will cost 2 points.
is the third one 1 or still 2?
Still 2.
An edge doesn't affect any of the subsequent efforts, right?
It only affects.
Oh, hey. I can use my might instead, and I have a 2 in my edge for might. So I'm going to do that.
So you're gonna try to make a might defense.
Yes, because it'll allow. I have an ability that's where did it go? Choose either your might pool or speed pool. When spending pools to activate your focus abilities, you can. Oh, it's a focus ability. Defense is not
Right.
a focused ability, right? Okay.
No.
Okay. So how much would I spend?
What
I have
what is
3
your
effort.
what is your speed edge?
My speed edge is 1.
Right. So to get your first level effort, you would spend 2 speed points.
So 6 total if you want all 3.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay. That brings it down to a 4.
Can I
Brings
help?
it down to a 3, I think, because you just have 1
I don't
asset
think you
already.
I don't think you would help with this.
I do have a shield, so that does count as an asset on speed rolls.
Okay. So that
let's
brings it
see.
down to a 3.
Trying
Okay,
to see if we got anything else.
Okay. I can help with this, but if something does happen, I can help with that.
Success. I rolled an 18.
Oh, fuck
So
yeah.
I get +2 to damage or whatever.
You are so ready for another one of these little fuckers to jump out at you. And then are a little bit taken aback by how big this shape moving in the sand is. And as it begins moving towards you, and you can tell that it is about to start breaking the sand, you bust back out of the way in time to avoid the 20-foot long catfish-like or fish-like creature that is jumping out to swallow whatever is in the sand as the Molduga jumps out. We'll come back to this after a little break.
Oh my god.
I want to grab onto it.
Oh my god.
Ethan, you were fighting one of these the other day.
I was fighting one of these the other
I
day.
know exactly.
They're way
That
harder in Tears of
motherfucker.
the Kingdom. You don't just have like
You
the-
don't have bombs.
you don't have
So-
infinite
so-
bombs to just throw at their mouth. But
Yeah, I wanna set the expectation. This motherfucker comes out, Beers is gonna dodge and grab onto the side of it and climb onto its back to try to attack it.
Let's go.
just gets left sitting on top of the sand as it dives. Just, who knows? We'll find out after the break how that turned out. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in, I don't know, like 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
See you then. What?
Bye-bye.
Take that over from me. Pass.
Oh, what did you say?
I said we're back. Everybody want to just pick it up.
Yeah, you completely
We're
cut
ready to
out.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did cut out.
Oh,
Hi, we're back.
Yet. We're back. Hey, the
Hey.
captions got me. If nobody else got me, captions got me. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet.
always
Y'all are
have my
fighting
back.
y'all are fighting a Malbuga. That's a big old sandfish. It just jumped out of the water, jumped out of the sand, trying to gulp Virus, trying to be the bigger fish that there always is. See, I can make Star Wars references too. But missed and is about to burrow back down into the ground. What do y'all do?
I'd already told you I'm grabbing onto the fucker and I'm gonna stab it.
I freeze it.
Fuck it up.
Okay. You can try to hit. Speed defense is level 5. So you're trying to hit a level 5.
What does a Cryonis rune do again?
What it
Freeze.
says on the thing that I should have sent you.
No, you did. Sorry, I just need to scroll up for it.
I think it just makes a wall of ice.
All right, I'm gonna use my enchanted weapon. It is I'm specialized with it. Does that lower the difficulty to hit?
By 2 steps, I believe.
Perfect. And then I get. Do I get free effort from that as well, or is that part of the lowering the difficulty? Like I
You
have
do not get
edges.
free effort. Do you want to spend effort to lower it further?
I'm gonna use might effort this time.
Okay, so you're spending 1 level of effort.
I have 2 edge. So what would 2 level of effort cost?
3 points.
All right, I'll do that.
1 for the first one because it's already reduced by 2, and then for the second one it would just be 2 points.
So, for 5 total, you could get it 3 times.
Yeah, if you have your effort of 3.
Cool. So it's a success, but I'm gonna
Yep.
hit it. I don't know why this says -1. It should be 5 damage, and then I'm gonna do +2 for my enchanted weapon,
So you're going to do 7 points of damage.
and then I'm gonna attack it again because I have rapid attack. So once per round, I can make an additional attack with my chosen weapon, which is my trident.
Nice.
That's the number of points it should cost subtracted by your edge, is what it says for cost down there.
Oh, that's not the damage. I see. Okay. So same thing. It drops it to a 3, and then I'm gonna use 3 points or 2 points of effort to drop this down. Or can I put more effort? I can use 3 effort per attack or per round.
Per day.
So at the beginning it was level
Weapon?
5. If I'm reading,
I
everything right,
believe it's just per thing that you do,
or
like
like
per task.
action, yeah.
Okay.
So if it started, okay, I see what happened. Okay, never mind. I'm understanding.
So
it's
I
not
do
per
14
attack?
damage to it.
Nope.
Or wait, I can't add. I don't think I can add the 2 to the second attack. You choose
I
whether
don't,
to spend the cost for this ability before you make each attack. Okay, yeah, so I'll do
I
that.
don't think you hit the second time because you rolled a
Why?
2.
It says success on a difficulty 3.
It's difficulty 5. You're specialized, which makes it a 3. You put 2 levels of effort, which makes it a 1. So you have to roll at least a 3. And you rolled a 2. If I'm reading everything correctly and understanding everything right. If you put 3
Can I
levels of
put it
effort
as a
in, you hit automatically. But if you put 2 levels in...
Let me pull up the roll 20.
Because I
So
put it all in, right?
It was
Well, you put the
originally
difficulty
5.
as a 3. The difficulty originally was 5, which I think is
Yeah.
the problem on how
Yeah.
it's calculating.
Because
here
it
with
should be
success.
5 minus 2
But it was
minus
lowered
2.
to 3.
But I was lowering it to 3 because you have your specialized taking the minus 2 out twice.
It already used that. I see.
Yeah, so when you're rolling in like the roll 20, from what I can tell, you want to put the difficulty as is,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of your modifiers go after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you definitely hit
Okay.
the first one like real easy. The second one would have missed based on that, but
I think I just do 7 points of damage to it.
What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna abracadabra him
With what?
with the ice rod.
What does that do?
When activated, the wand looses a blast of cold energy at a chosen target within short range, inflicting damage equal to the artifact's level.
So, what's the level?
8.
8 points of damage.
Damn, dude.
yeah, that's right. This is the part where we remember what happened to Tisiphone.
My ice wand does not blow up.
Okay. Haha, and then what?
I want to shoot it.
Okay.
If I aim, like if I say I want to shoot it in the eye, does that make stuff harder? I'm thinking cyberpunk rules.
I will say if you roll a 19 or a 20 on the die, we will say that an effect will happen there, but otherwise it's just going to be normal.
Cool. Let's shoot it. What's the difficulty?
5.
5? Okay. I'm going to use... I'm going to take away from my speed to... If I have an edge, then it's only -2, not -3, right? From the pool?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So... and we can use... I'm just correcting. We can use up to 3 points of effort, right?
It depends on what you currently have on your character sheet. You start out with only being able to do 1 level of effort.
Oh, okay. I think I still
But
have...
if that was an advancement that you took, then you can do another one.
I did not. So here, we'll just do 1 thing of effort. So y'all are saying keep the difficulty the same, then add +1 to effort, and yeah. Nope,
You miss.
I missed. Wah, wah.
You aim for where its eye should be, but it reels its head back because it is starting to burrow back down in the sand.
I'm gonna do. Well, I don't want to do the like immediate thing that I would typically do. Yeah, because it wouldn't work this time anyway. I'm gonna use this ability. I'm gonna send it here. Dark Matter Shroud is what it's called, but we can call it Twilight Shroud or whatever you want to call it.
It's a dark matter shroud.
Sure, yeah. So it eases my speed defense tasks by an additional 1. Inflicts 2 points of damage on anyone who tries to touch or strike me with a melee attack, and it gives me +1 armor. So purely defensive, but I think like Soren's almost like reacting like Molduga, and then like arms up, and then just like gets wrapped in all these little like
A
ribbons of-
reasonable reaction in this situation, unlike
Yeah.
my dumbass where I'm like, haha, sandworm to surf on.
Soren's like, I've seen these things before. It's bad news every time. I'm not gonna be like excited to see one, you know, but
It's just a roller coaster. It's fine.
so I've got my temporary armor boost, and I get a little bit of an easement on my speed defense as well. So, but that's my action, and it cost me 4 whole intellect points.
All right. The Molduga burrows down into the ground, and you can see the shape of it as it moves around. Everybody make a speed defense level 1 because these little Moldorm fuckers are still jumping out at you.
So I win.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
actually, I
turn-
think I auto pass it because I
Is
have
my
a
puppy
pass it.
here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That matters.
I beat
I-
it as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody does. Okay.
there a-
What do y'all do?
Sorry.
Ready another attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready for
Next
whenever
time, I'm
for
gonna
whenever
try
the
to.
Molduga jumps?
Yeah, and the next time I'm gonna try to stick my Triton in as far as I can and hold on to it while it tries to get away.
I'm gonna be on the lookout specifically for the worms.
Okay. Yeah, there are many.
I'm gonna crush them if they ever attack me.
Yeah. Virus, I need a speed or might defense task. Your choice. Difficulty 8.
I can't help it anyway, right?
I'll do speed because I have an asset.
You can help with this, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then.
Um,
Yeah, and I don't need an action to help anymore. So yeah, you can basically give yourself another effort for my part.
I'll have 2 effort in speed, and then I have an asset. Or actually, I'll have 4 effort if you're giving me an effort. So that makes the first.
He's not giving you an effort. He's giving you an asset.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I mixed it.
So okay, I have to do. It's an 8 difficulty. You said,
Yes.
right? Okay. And then I get. So when. Sorry, it's been a while since we
Mhm.
played, and I'm new to the system. When I'm putting the asset on, that does that count as the effort to roll number that I
No.
would adjust? Okay.
The asset that he is giving you in game mechanics will lower the difficulty from an 8 to a 7. I don't know what Roll20 is doing. I'm not
Roll
using
20
it.
doesn't. Roll 20
Yeah, it
doesn't.
doesn't let you go back.
It doesn't give you an asset option. It only gives effort,
Starting.
and
yeah.
it applies your skills and stuff like that automatically. So that's the thing to keep an eye on. But like any like assets, like people helping, you just have to lower the initial difficulty, but not.
So
for
then
your
I lower it to
skills.
a 6 because I have my shield, which gives me an asset for speed rolls, and then he's giving me an asset. And then I'll put 3 effort in, which only costs me 4 because I have 2 edges.
2 edge, which would lower the first one to a 1. From a 3 down to a 1. That's for the first level. The next one will cost 2.
Okay, so
And the
then
one
I'll
after
put
that
2.
will also cost 2.
I'll put 2 in, so it'll cost me 3.
Okay.
Ugh, I still failed.
The Molduga jumps up, and you are in its mouth.
Nice. Drax your way out of there.
Trident, though, now that you're on the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, bleed
Well,
it
I
from
have
the
my
inside.
trident. Yeah, I have my
You
trident.
do have your trident, yeah.
Oh, how would, just out of curiosity, I can attack again.
Mhm.
To attack, or is it my turn, or is it like
It will be
that
your
was the
turn
other
now.
turn? Okay, so I'm gonna link this. Since I've been in its mouth, how would an AOE attack like this work?
It would hit its target.
Okay, but even though it's hitting the same thing from a bajillion different directions, it's only one piece of 2 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, then it would be better for me to attack. So I'm just going to do double attack.
Okay.
What is the difficulty for the attack?
5.
I'm not going to keep spending effort because my pools are now.
You're gonna get tired.
Yeah, that's a 19.
Hey!
So that's 3, 4, 5. That's 10 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And I use my double attack. So it's a challenge of 5. Still no effort. That one failed. So I do 10 points of damage.
Okay. You're still in its mouth.
With that, though, like I'm going to stab the trident down and use that to hold on to make sure I don't go down its gullet
Okay.
as I'm in here.
Smart. I'm gonna give a little bit of that minty spice action again.
Okay.
Tea spice. I can't wait for this thing to explode. We just-
Yeah, so that's what's
I mean,
probably gonna
do
happen
8
right now.
points of damage every round until it explodes. That's kind of seems like what you're supposed to do.
The last time we did 25 points. I just did 10 points.
I
It
get
didn't explode.
+2 because my puppy's out, and my puppy gets to attack. So
I was thinking of throwing the Cryonis rune in its mouth, but the fact that my friend is now in there is probably not a great call.
I do have resistance to cold, I think.
Okay, that actually may change.
Do you? You might have a vulnerability to cold.
Let me look. I don't know if I wrote
Is there a
that
difference
down,
between like
actually.
wetness? Is there like a wetness thing in Zelda games?
There is in the new ones,
Okay.
just as part of the physics engine. Soren, Sikol, either of you doing anything?
Soren's going to attack with the spear
I'm vulnerable to electric, specifically.
if it's still visible to hit with the spear.
It is for a short while. Make your attack.
I'll use that short while.
Difficulty 5.
Okay, so I am trained, so difficulty 4. What else is my? I don't think my ribbon or my dark matter shroud does anything. No. Okay, so it's difficulty 4, and I do 2 immediate or 2 additional points of damage. I'll roll the hit on the 4. 12? Is that
That would hit a
How do you-
difficulty 4.
nice? So that's 6 points of damage.
How do you terminate
my
the
God.
Molduga.
Yes.
They're
I
just
think,
like shards of ice digging into it. You swear you can see the tip of Virus's trident pointing out of it. It had 1 hit point left.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Sorada's gonna do. I think it's like this almost looks like a rehearsed kind of action of just like this is the Gerudo way to hunt Molduga when you have to. And like even though none of the other like probably 4 or 5 people that would be there for that normally are there, I think it's like this like stance set like turn and then stab that just like hits it in just like the spot to where it like can't even like submerge again and just kind of like stops in its tracks and starts doing the little withering thing that dead enemies do in Zelda games.
It just kind of like shivers and like regurgitates.
Blah.
I think it honestly is like very plain, but I think the like wolf will almost like brace behind to make sure that like she doesn't get pushed back by anything. But yeah.
Right. Virus, I mean, you are expelled from the corpse, along with a couple of other things.
Items.
One is another sort of metallic coin, very similar to the Cryonis rune. And another is this it's this almost like gauntlet kind of thing with a almost like an arrowhead at the end of it with cord wrapped around the length of the gauntlet.
Interesting.
Do I pop out like right next to these things?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just like pick them up. Be like, "Hey guys, look what I found in the mouth!" Because like clearly he thinks he did all of it.
Are you okay?
A little tired, but
Sorry,
otherwise
you were supposed to take 7 points of damage from the getting eaten.
eating. Yeah.
That
I
tracks.
forgot. How
I
do you
forgot
take
about
damage
that.
in this game?
Just take away.
Starts out of your
might
might pool.
Off.
If you run out of your might pool, you just go to your speed pool, and also bad things happen to you.
I have 2 left in my might pool.
Do a recovery roll, please.
How do I do a recovery roll?
You take it in action. You roll 1d6, and you add whatever you add to recovery rolls.
Oh,
It's 1 unless you've upgraded it.
And because I'm a cool cat, you get another one from hanging out with me.
okay. D6. 5 plus 2 is 7.
All right, you can add that many points back to whatever pools you need.
I think upon checking that Virus is okay, I'm going to take a look at that coin.
Okay.
And investigate it. Does it also have a weird language on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see. Investigative skills. I have identifying. I'm trained and identifying and perception. But I also have, if I stare at something long enough and I make a difficulty 3 check or higher based on the complexity of the language, I get the gist of it, which would be easier. I feel like Decipher makes a little more sense. Just because I feel like it's actually no, I think identifying makes more sense to see if it is just another rune or not.
I don't remember how we resolved it last time, but I remember it being way more complicated than it needed to be. it is another room. You would be able to tell that much. I'm just gonna post it.
Okay.
Oh shit, I don't have Roll20 open because I never do.
I'm gonna become like Thanos and have all of the Infinity Runes.
No, because you have a Cypher limit.
I do, but I have one more to use. One more free one at least.
We just need to get you an iPad.
There you go. Human centipede.
Yeah, I heard
No.
that too, Connor.
No.
A what?
I said an iPad.
The captions got you, motherfucker. No
I saw a
human
clip of that
centipede
episode of
joke.
South Park not that long ago. It was pretty great.
We do need to get Grandpa a little iPad, though. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Steal one from one of the Aaron. Yes.
She doesn't have an iPad. She has a Nintendo DS.
Well, at least we get Street Pass.
Are we okay of me picking this up? Or does someone else want it?
Yeah, I can do enough just rando shit. So
Oof, that's not ideal.
Right, so it's a level 4 Rune of Samaria.
Yeah. And to level 4. And then...
So does this cube just like sit there?
Mm-hmm.
It's so tall. What is it? What do you use it for? That's for us to find out, I fucking guess.
This is what
Ask
it
the
does.
question.
It's up to you to determine what it's for.
God,
Yeah.
I hate... So
I will tell you in A Link to the Past, the Cane of Samaria makes a little blocks, and you're supposed to push them to weigh down some tiles.
I just feel like 30 feet on a side is enormous.
Well, that's what the Monty Cook version of the Cypher had.
Okay, Mr. Cook. And your 30-foot on a side cube. That's
I
a
need to
huge
find the Shard of Agony again. Oh, but I just rolled to it. Perfect.
I love that too. Planes conform to the space available. So if you're in like this weird, like funky shaped building that's less than whatever
If
30
you
feet tall,
if you activate it in a hallway, it will take up the space of the hallway. You'll get the 30 feet. It won't go through the walls if there's no space.
Yeah, but if it's a rounded top, it'll fill that rounded top.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay. And we don't know a way to activate them yet, right?
That's up to you.
Okay.
If in the game you would like to activate it, you would have a way to do that.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know. Because I was just going to see if throwing a coin in its mouth did anything, but cool to know that I can do that.
Right. And the other thing was the gauntlet with cord and the arrow.
That sounds like a Sikol thing, maybe.
Is it? I'm
I can try to identify it.
yes. Or I can also do that. Decipher? Is that what we do? Or is there another
Decipher, I think, is the language one.
one? Okay. Then you
There's the improved skills that I have that I choose identify and perception.
Oh, then you do it.
So I just have training in. Okay.
You got it.
What's the difficulty? I already have a
3.
training in it. 3?
3.
Okay. So because of my asset of my skill, it's going to be a 2 now. And I'm going to put 1 level of effort. How the fuck did I not? Whatever. Okay. That's okay, I guess.
Tony just doesn't like us today.
That's why I don't use it.
I hate it. Sorry, I can't figure it out.
Hmm. So wait, just so I like can get a mind wrap around this. It's a gauntlet that has a cord coming down from it,
It's sort of like wrapped around the gauntlet.
and there's an arrow head on it
At the end of it, yeah.
at the end.
Mm-hmm.
If you allow it, I'll just go again and pay the costs again, and it's likely to beat it.
I'll let someone else roll first.
Cool.
I have curious, but I don't think that really.
Okay,
Um,
I'm going to, in spoiler tags, post images of the item in chat. I'm not describing it well.
Can we look at it? Was that a yes? We can look at it.
I mean, this is what your characters would see
Oh, hell
some
yeah.
portmanteau of some of that, of something like this. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's very cool.
I mean, if you tried to describe what that is to a person who doesn't know, like,
Doesn't know,
it'd
yeah.
be tough. It'd be tough.
So, whoever would like to roll an intellect difficulty 3 task would try to determine what this thing does or how to use it. You may do that.
I can
I'll-
try. I got intellect too. I don't know.
go for it. If you miss,
Alright.
then I'll do it.
I think
Yeah,
intellect's the
d-
one thing I should never do anything
Does my supernatural knowledge
No.
apply here?
This is not a supernatural thing. This
I'll
is
just
a
roll it.
this is a technological thing.
I got a 13.
So yeah, you. I mean, it looks like a gauntlet. So you stick your hand into it, and inside there is this handle. Like it's almost like those like Hulk smash gloves
Mm-hmm.
where there's
I
just like the
remember them
handlebar
well.
inside.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's sort of like that, but there's a trigger on the end.
That's cool.
So you just sort of aim it and you point it at the Molduga and hit the trigger. The arrow launches out, and behind it is just
You can
the
hear it.
cord unspooling. It latches into the creature's eye, and
Rip it.
in a second, you now have the eye. I won't describe it much more.
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
Sounds
You
or
have
Molduga eye.
you have what is called a hook shot.
yeah, let's go hook shot.
Is it an artifact or an
It is an artifact.
nice?
Soren would be like, if anyone would rather have this than me, that's fine. But
Wait, is an artifact different than a cipher?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Kind
you
of.
use it until it explodes,
Oh,
or just stops working. But it's
but it
like,
goes in the same slot as like ciphers, though.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's put down below. It's called artifacts.
Oh,
They work the same way. It's just whenever you use it, you have to roll its depletion if it says so.
Are you limited to? Not that I want it. I already have a cool artifact. But is there only one limit, or however
Nope.
many ciphers you have? No, unlimited for artifacts.
I think so.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, if nobody else wants it,
sure.
Am I a
take-
larger size, technically, than other folks? Because like I'm physically bigger, But am I still considered a medium creature?
You are considered your size. I don't know how creature size works.
I don't
The reason I ask because
think
it specifically says one unanchored item, the user's sides are smaller. Because I'm so much larger, it would make sense for me to use it.
Sikol is literally the smallest person in our group.
Mm.
So that would limit the things that we can pull with the hook shot as much as it could possibly be limited. Unless we all count as the same size, in which case it doesn't matter. And that's
why I'm
purely
asking. Right.
Connor, you could just decide that, I think. Up to you. Doesn't
I
matter.
vote she can pull me size and smaller things. Or can she Spider-Man around with it? Like move towards
Sikol
things?
has wings.
That's true.
You're
Sikol
muted or
can
something?
fly.
Very muted.
Blair, you're muted or something?
Sorry, I could shoot it and then midway through take flight to where it's just like bonus.
Just Batman glide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I could shoot it and launch myself elsewhere. But I'm also
Or-
like big and
or-
ridiculous.
Would you
If-
like it, Fierce? Do you want it?
I want whoever's gonna get it to be the most useful that has it.
I
Could
mean,
we
you are the
toss it back and
scariest person because if you pull things that's yours, even if we don't say that you are large, anything that's your size, you can pull a lot of things to you, and people don't want to be in your close range.
Get over here.
Yeah.
Over here.
That's
Yeah.
true. You had it. You just shoot it at a thing. They come rocketing
I-
towards you, and then you just
I
skewer
attached
'em
it
with
to
the-
the top of my Triton.
Oh my
So when
gosh.
I like shoot people, it pulls them into the 3 prongs.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
See, we just need to find one more so that I can just gain just the smallest fraction of the dopamine I had with the double claw shot in Twilight Princess. Because it was good. It was good times.
Do they
Could
even
we-
have a hook shot or a claw shot in Breath of the Wild? Or
Mm-mm.
Tears of the
You
Kingdom?
don't need it.
Could
You don't
we-
need it,
Stamina.
but if Halo Infinite did one thing right, it was the
Mm.
freaking grappling hook.
That's so true.
And I would have loved that in Zelda.
That's true.
Can we like toss it back and forth?
Sure, but it's got to be on all of your character sheets.
Hey, Fierce, you want to share?
Sure.
Okay.
One
Now
in
I hate to be
100,
the
hell yeah,
person
that
who
sounds-
rolls the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna blow it up on accident?
So, how do we?
Well, it's 1 on a D100, so that is better.
Just roll a D100 player.
Okay. Oh.
We'll say I'll hold it for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless this were Call of Cthulhu, in which case Blair would hold it.
Oh, it does lower?
Should we roll? Should we roll the level though?
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. 1d6. Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck me. God damn it.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So,
You're in
so,
possession of it.
so all that means is it's not a long shot. It's just a normal hook
Hook
shot.
Yeah, we gotta find the upgrade somewhere.
I rolled a 1 too, so it wouldn't have mattered. I just did it for shits and
Ah!
giggles.
It's destined.
So is that a level 5?
Mhm.
Okay.
There's no effect to the cipher level, or to the artifact level. It's just if you had rolled it to be level 8 or level 10, between 8 to 10, it would have had a range of very long instead of just long.
And for the non-Zelda pleb here, is that to like retrieve resources like in game?
You can if something is smaller than you and you use the hook shot as your action,
Mhm.
that thing
It's brought to
will be retrieved for
Got
you. If you anchor it, if you shoot it at something that is anchored, and larger than you. You go to it.
That's cool. Seems
Like
like
that
someone,
big ass worm thing, hook shot into it.
yeah, seems like someone tried that, didn't do very well.
Yeah.
I
I
got
don't get where
eaten.
the rune came from, though. Maybe it was on them. I don't know.
It's like a whale. It just kind of like goes around eating everything.
It was somebody's Moby Dick.
This was Shmishmael.
Shmishmael.
So, what you doing?
Not our best work. Not our best work. What are we doing? We gotta leave. I guess we keep going, right?
Yeah.
Still a
Right.
time shift in the distance.
You continue through the desert another couple of hours. And you do see very clearly, like, across the next section of dunes, at this rocky outcropping, that shimmering blue dome-like field of energy. There's something different about this one. It's not nearly as constant, not nearly as stable as the other ones have been. But you do see within it these towering spires and this almost like Roman Colosseum structure. It's about a mile away.
Is it like blinking?
It's not like blinking. It's more like have you ever like made a really big soap bubble
Mm.
and just like had it sit and then just like sort of shook the water
Huh.
and it like just sort of warbles a little bit?
um,
It's like that.
maybe we should hurry.
As you get closer, you can start to see shapes on the edge of it. One of them you recognize because you've seen as something similar in the Shadow Temple not very long ago, which is this like mummified corpse that's sort of dragging this long rusted metal not broadsword, but it's like a Zweihander blade behind it. And it's just like lanking forward. And then around it, you can see very small skeletal shapes just around the edge of the field. And passing through it.
Do they look
into the sands outside of the field?
Do they look like they're aging between? Like, are they
No.
young skeletons and then old skeletons?
Well, I mean, there's skeletons on both sides of them, but no, they do not seem affected whenever they pass through.
Let's go beat up some.
This is
slaves.
readily apparently different than the past few time shifts you've seen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume the worst and charge into battle.
All right, roll for initiative.
Sorry, I said Shmishmael. It should have been Shmayab. My bad.
Lieutenant Shmayhab.
8.
I just love. I'm not gonna get onto a Moby Dick tirade. I could do that. I'm not gonna do that. I do just love starting a book with "Call me Ishmael" and then never actually giving your real name in the entire book, but just like call me that. You actually don't have to know anything else. I'm a gay man. You don't need to know my name. It's the 1800s. Like literally that book. It's like also like instead of talking about like gay sex, let's talk about whales instead. Also in Moby Dick. What a wild book. Nobody ever talked about that in high school. I don't know what was up.
I like Starbuck.
It's a good book.
Anyway, who rolled above a 12? Who beat a
I have
a
50.
I
task
did.
4?
I rolled a 14.
Oh, 15.
I did not.
Also did not.
Right, so it took and Sikol. Did y'all get above a 3?
Yes.
I did not.
So, like on a 20-side die, did you beat a level 1 task? Is what
Oh,
I'm
yes, I
asking.
did. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I thought it was a difficulty 3.
I am not expressing this well. Okay. So, let's say that y'all are, a medium range or short range outside whenever this battle starts. This Gibdo is walking forward, but otherwise not doing anything. The very small skeletal figures, and when I say very small, I mean they do not hit waist high on Sikol.
Mm.
They're
That's
just
tiny.
very small humanoid skeletons, each clutching a spear. They're just sort of skittering forward. What do Soren and Beers do
Throw my trident.
at the Gibdo or the small skeletal creatures, which they're called Stalkins?
Stalkins.
I'm gonna do the Gibdo. Was this? I rolled a 7 on the die.
Okay, that will not hit it. It has a speed defense of 3.
So my trident recalls because I get that ability.
Wait, the attack with the trident would be -2 on the difficulty. Because it's specialized. So
Okay, then yeah, that'll hit.
yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So it takes 5 damage, and then my trident is recalled, so it comes right back to my hand.
Are you just gonna spam that? Just stay far away and throw it. Recall it. Throw it. Recall.
Yep. I'm gonna stay as far away from that fucking Gibdo as possible.
Like in Hades
God
when
of
you have the
War.
spear.
Oh, hey, I can attack again with rapid attack, so I'm gonna do that. I rolled a 2.
So speed defense.
Did you say? Sorry, I should have put the difficulty in there. What difficulty did you say it was?
3, and then your
That
specialized,
makes it a 1.
which make it a 1.
Which did
You rolled a 2.
2, which beats difficulty 0.
Yeah, you did not hit.
Okay. Okay.
Soren is going to use the Ribbons of Dark Matter ability, which has a cost of 2, and basically just make a little like field around us. It's immediate distance in diameter, but all tasks attempted by creatures in the area. Oh, actually, I'll make it around the Gibdo instead. But anything attempted by the creatures in the area is hindered, and leaving the area requires a creature's entire action to move.
Okay.
So Soren will like kind of like smash her hand into the sand, and then that like dark field just kind of like oozes up and spreads around the Gibdo.
All right.
And any stalkins that are nearby.
Well, it is the Gibdo's turn. The Gibdo will use its entire action to move forward. Because it can only move an immediate distance, it does not escape. So,
Nice. Okay.
Dituk and Sikol.
I'm gonna get that minty spice out, I guess, because I don't want to get too close to a Gipto, if I remember correctly. And I'm a blast it.
What's the range?
Good question. How far are they? Because the range of my thing is it's short range. Actually, I'm not doing it.
It's within short range.
Oh, it is short range. Okay, cool. Then yeah,
I think so. It can be if you want. If you move a short distance, it will be in short range.
I don't want to get too close to it. I'm gonna hold off. I'm not gonna shoot my minty spice. Instead, I'm gonna say a hurtful word and ready an action in case anything gets close to us. A hurtful word is meanie.
Okay, Sikol.
I'm gonna shoot it with an arrow.
Okay. Speed defense is level 3. I believe you're trained.
Oh wait, am I rolling speed defense or?
You're rolling an attack. You're making a speed test. So.
Gotcha. With my bow.
Which I believe you're trained in.
Yes.
So that would lower the difficulty further to 2.
2. Yeah. Yay!
Nice.
Okay, how much damage?
4. Oh, it
Plus
says special
2.
+2, so 6.
Nice.
Okay. And then you're holding off. Okay. Yeah, the Stalkins will try to move forward. They will have to use their entire action to move out of the dark matter. Yeah. So back up to the top.
I think me and Virus are about tied for initiative. So I will.
I think you technically beat me by 1.
Okay. I will throw my. No, actually, I won't. Can I like go up to the edge of the like dark matter field and just like stab the Gibdo through it? Since it made it to like the edge.
Sure.
Cool. I'll do that. And I got my puppy to help. What is the difficulty to hit with this?
3.
3? Okay, so it's a 2 because I'm trained with my spear. I rolled a 12. So that'll do 6 points of damage.
Make an intellect defense roll. The
Okay.
difficulty is 4.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll put a level of effort in that, and it's only 1 point. So that'll make it a difficulty of 3, right? What did I click? Nothing? Okay. That is a 17.
Okay. So 6. You said 6 points of damage?
Yes.
That is enough to take it down.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, you gotta tell me, does the little impact sound, does it make the sound like I used the right weapon, or did it make the sound like I used the wrong weapon, but it worked anyway? Does it
You
matter?
shoved it through the bandages, and the thing fell down.
Perfect.
So what you're saying is you're not answering the question.
Yes.
Okay.
There are some game design things I will not bring into the role playing experience.
Fair
This is one of them.
enough.
Are all these little skeleton things in the same general area?
Yeah, it's
Do
about yeah.
it.
Well, this is a cost of 3. So I'm going to use this thing. How does using this thing work?
That's a great question.
That's an area up to immediate range.
I can hit I'm going to throw it because I can. So I can just hit an area between them all and hit them all.
Makes sense.
And then how does spending effort to add to damage work? Would adding 1 effort still only cost 1 point because I have a 2 edge?
Mhm.
Okay. I'll do that.
It adds 2 points to the damage for each target. And if you apply effort, even if you fail your attack roll, all targets in the area still take 1 point of damage.
Yeah, so I applied effort to
Okay.
it. So I guess I'll just roll my trident to attack. What would the difficulty be for this? I'm hitting the ground between them.
It doesn't.
Well, I have Stalkins as speed defense as 0. So
I'll take
if you're
4
hitting the
damage.
ground between them all, you will hit.
Cool. So I'll do that. And
you're-
then I spent
you're
the point
You're putting
effort
effort into
into
the
it.
damage.
Yeah,
Then
so
how
it's
much
4
damage will-
damage for every target.
Yeah, you wipe them out.
Nice.
So I wanna like throw the trident, and as it's in the air, you see like water kind of building up around it until it splashes, like it hits and sort of splashes down, and everything like the water falls down through the points of the trident and then like jets up almost in like spikes, like super sharp bits, and it pierces them all, and they all go
And just bones are flying everywhere.
everywhere. Some of them are completely pulverized. Some of them are just like, holes through them from the water. And then my trident magically comes back, spin it around, and like dink it on the ground, like.
That's pretty cool, Virus.
Nice.
And good poke. Poke is demeaning. I didn't mean it to come off as demeaning.
Good poke.
And
Hey,
good
good
stab. Good stab.
Poke
on
is a
the-
great thing
on-
in Lonesome Dove. Yeah.
There is this Coliseum in front of you.
Thank you.
The entrance is in front of you, and you can see like the barest part of the ground floor of the Coliseum.
Is there any language written anywhere?
There is some Gerudo script around, and some Hylian text like around the entryway.
What does it say?
Arbiter's grounds.
Arbitus groans?
Arbiter's grounds.
Oh, Arbiter's grounds. Okay. Do I have any recollection of the Arbiter's grounds?
Make an intellect check. The difficulty is 5, but you have an asset because you have the Hyrule Historia.
Nice. Okay.
That's the name of the game.
And is this a history check?
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to lower it down 2 because I have training in that. So intellect. It's from a 5, right, which was originally, to a 3 now. And effort, I shall spend 2 amounts of effort, so that's 4 total. And I hit submit. And I succeed.
So let's go.
The Arbiter's Grounds was a prison of both Gerudo and Hylian construction.
Hmm.
Both a prison and an execution grounds.
Hmm.
For criminals of you wouldn't come here just for murdering. You would come here for doing some dark shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's been long abandoned, and there are no ruins of it today.
Hmm.
According to legend, there was a entrance to the underworld here, there was a tool that was used here that would banish prisoners to the underworld.
Hmm.
And specifically, it is noted in the Hyrule Historia. Provost Amon makes reference to it whenever he's discussing legends of the hero of Twilight.
Okay. Well, so this is a really quite not a nice place where really, really bad people would come. And some say that there's even a place or a portal or something to the underworld here. It may need to be activated by something, but it's said to be here.
Can I look and just see if there's anything like that around?
I'm sure. You so do you go through the entrance or do you fly over?
From the outside, do we see anything else moving?
Not immediately.
Are we going into this thing or?
We're gonna have to, probably.
Yeah,
If you want to fly up though and see more things than we can,
So,
and then come back.
I mean, I guess I can fly 20 feet in one direction. So yeah, I guess I could fly up and see if I see something. Sure. That sounds fun. So let me see. 3. Okay, I'll just do it for the 1, so it takes away 3 of my might. Yeah. But yeah, I'll just kind of I don't know, just kick off and just kind of fly up and see if I can see anything. I also have the curious ability. So when I'm in a new area, or exploring a new place, I can get and I use effort, I can get an additional effort to a perception check or something like that.
Okay. Give me a difficulty 6 check.
Perception.
Yeah, it would be intelligence perception. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So I will do that. I will use an effort. Math. Okay. But it gives, because of curious, I get an extra one. So this 8. Did you say 6?
7. No,
7.
6.
6. All right.
Like
6.
what did I say? I don't know. 6. We'll
6.
go with 6.
And then roll the effort to. Oh, success.
Nice.
Nice. Let's go.
Okay. There is nothing moving on the grounds of the Colosseum. What you see is in the center of the Colosseum, there is a large statue of a woman. Hands outstretched with a large constrictor snake draped in her arms, Britney Spears style.
Britney Spears style.
Mm-hmm. And in her hands, so she has the constrictor snakes just sort of like draped around. In her hands is this large mirror just outstretched in front of her. Before and just to a little bit to the left of her is a time shift stone that is active. There does not appear to be anything different with the time shift stone. Like it's not cracked, it's not vibrating or anything. It is functioning the same as the other time shift stones have, as far as you can immediately tell. There is also a blue backpack, like a camping pack, next to it.
Okay. Sikol will like come back down, like literally just kind of like a, and then like hover, and then like come back down. It's like, okay, there's like a statue. There's no movement that I saw, but there's this statue of a lady. She's got like a snake around her, and then she has like this mirror in her hands. But the time stone's behind her, and then there's like a blue backpack, like a camping bag. But I didn't see anybody.
Is any of that ringing a bell? Like any of this?
The statue is immediately familiar to you. This is a depiction of the goddess of sands, a sort of matron deity.
The mirror, though? Like anything? Or
So give me some supernatural knowledge.
okay.
Is it in the shape
Can I-
of a shield?
Can I help at all?
Yes.
Nice.
I rolled a 20, don't bother. So I beat difficulty 7.
Is it a natural 20? Nice.
In some legends that you've heard, specifically when it comes to the hero of Twilight, there was a connection to another realm that was done through an artifact called the Mirror of Twilight. This would be that connection.
Getting itchy.
Yeah, first part of that cut out, but I assume the question was
Is my arm getting itchy?
a little bit. That same like feeling of pinpricks of glass is definitely there.
That's great. Soren would just be like, we probably need to go check that out, right?
Does the time stone that we deactivated, not the crumble pieces, but the one that we deactivated, is that doing anything funky now that we're close to another one?
I mean, Soren has it.
Yeah. Is it doing anything? I've just kind of got it.
Nope.
No? Okay. I'm saving this. It'll be useful one day. We need to find a puzzle that looked like we could have solved it 1,000 years ago, and then that's the perfect time to use it.
Soren, is your unique arm out?
No, yeah, this whole time, like probably since Sikol like woke up, has seen Soren in like traditional Gerudo garb. There's nothing added to it. Just like the chest piece, the pants, the like hair is up and out and like all Gerudo all the time. And I think that arm, like I think some of it was like starting to creep up on my other fingies or something. I thought something had happened with it, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I remember it getting worse because
Yeah,
I
'cause
was
you let
kind
it-
of using it all the time.
You let it take over, and you went
Yeah.
Godfrey style.
Is Soren's arm, does it kind of look like my arm in the dream?
No.
Okay.
Lauren's arm looks like probably about 4 inches too long for her body, and also like different color with like funny patterns like running up it, and like
Does it look like the hands?
No.
Okay. Just checking, just checking. I should have double checked that at the beginning. But
also
Okay.
legally distinct from the Tears of the Kingdom
I
arm.
was gonna say,
Different.
does this look like another arm that has been also?
No,
used?
it actually looks different than that one.
okay, let's go.
I think we
Let's go.
designed the character before that arm was like shown too, right?
Right.
I don't remember.
They're
I
copying
think
your idea.
so.
No, I think
Before we knew what the arm was for sure, but like I had
but
the idea.
we knew what was going on with his hand.
Yeah. I
Now
I did
Nintendo's
know
watching our
about
stream. It's fine.
know about that character like probably a ways before, but just because I've had this idea for a while. But it's separate. I'm a Twilight Princess stan. You gotta know that first of all.
So y'all are saying y'all want to check out the mirror.
Mhm.
For sure.
Without hesitation.
Oh yeah, that's a good gift, Matt. My 8-pack is definitely showing. It's not a 6-pack, it's an 8-pack.
So you go and approach the mirror.
Thorin for sure is gonna like beeline.
Yeah, Bierce is gonna let Soren like normally Bierce is like, I'll be up front,
Oh.
and this time he's like, you go ahead of me.
I
As
will.
you-
I'll
as
go
you-
with Soren. Oh, sorry.
Soren, as you walk up to the mirror, what is originally a glassy surface begins showing a much more archaic script of Hylian etched around it. And besides this script, the rest of the mirror sort of loses all color and is just this Vanta black void.
Soren would reach out the funny hand to like touch it to just see, because Soren doesn't know all the rules of not touching things that you don't know what they are.
Before your fingers brush against what was the surface of the mirror, it loses all color and fades into the void. Soren, this will continue happening to you as you disappear.
Bierce is immediately gonna go like
Yeah.
jump through.
I turn into pixels. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Datuk would try to grab Soren as this was happening.
As you reach forward, you also lose all color
Oh.
and get pixelated and sent through the mirror.
I think it's just Sikol by itself, not pixelated.
Sikol's gonna have a. If y'all have seen the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie, where like the main character just has like the portal and like that frozen nobody okay anyway she's just gonna kind of like pace back and forth for a second and be kind of like nervous and then like realize she's alone again and doesn't want to deal with that so and then touch it.
Sikol fades. What is on the other side of the mirror is the grounds of a massive stone castle. There is no sun in the sky, just black clouds against the light of a sky whose sun has just passed beyond the horizon. And an endless void of this sky.
Awesome.
You are in a world that is definitely not Hyrule, and that is where we will pick up next time.
Oh,
Hooray. I love this.
My mom's gonna be pissed now if we ever make it back.
We're not in Hyrule anymore.
Who knows what time
I have a
we're
bad
in?
feeling about this.
Who knows
Got
where
another
we
one.
are?
Got another Star Wars.
Twilight or near it. Somewhere else.
Woo. All right. Well, damn, that was good. Everybody, make sure you come back next week for more. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna die? Are we gonna be in this world forever? Who knows? Let's see. Let's really quickly. We'll see what we're doing. Again, thanks for everybody being here tonight. We also last night we had our charity one shot, so suggest going back and watching that VOD. It was amazing. We raised 1.5K for Guardians Mental Health for Mental Health Awareness Month, which is fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome stuff. Then tomorrow we have our Cyberpunk Red one shot rock and roll singer that's run by Nate. And the party is going to be security for one of the hottest bands in Night City. So we'll see what happens there. Very exciting. We have some new friends that are new to the channel. New faces, old faces, it'll be a good time. Then Rich Randomness. Taylor said in the chat, I forgot. Payday 2 is going to be played on.
Oh my god.
Right.
With
Payday 2
John.
with
I think
John.
it's with John.
Yeah,
Too. Oh
John
my
playing
god. That's gonna
Payday
be
2
amazing.
on Tuesday. So definitely don't want to miss that. That'll be fantastic. Then Wednesday is the final episode of Ascension in Paradise, which is super sad but super exciting. If you don't know, we have been doing a Cyberpunk Red anthology series. This is book 3. Go watch the other 2 and then watch Ascension in Paradise and then watch the premiere. You have 3 days to do all of that. Get on it. What are you doing? But yeah, where we left off was a giant tentacle a giant tentacle with a human hand on the end of it shooting an SMG at us. Then there was like AI, old tech, new tech. It's crazy. Come check it out. And then we'll be back here for this next Sunday. So a lot of HSC stuff. Definitely come check it out. All right, really quickly, everybody tell who you are, where they can find you if you got anything else. Gavin.
Okay, I know you don't believe me, but I knew you were going to pick me first. My name's Gavin, and I'll be here next Sunday.
Rad. Matt.
My name is Matt, and I'll be here next Sunday.
I'm about to send you guys out to go be more games.
Find them some other shit to do.
or tell us what you're playing on Switch next week or whatever. Ethan.
I'm Ethan. I'm at EJ the Gray on social media. Tomorrow I will be on Lost Caravan playing Call of Cthulhu In the chat we have in that server, it says that the game is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I think that's live time and not tech time. I probably need to find that out tomorrow.
Probably so.
But it'll be fun. We're on a ship. We pulled something out of the ocean, and in Call of Cthulhu, that always goes well. I will be playing a character that I kind of pull out every now and again, Dr. Tobias Grimshaw of Miskatonic University. He'll probably die, if I had to guess, but you know, that's fun.
Has he
Oh,
died
okay.
before?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that the same Tobias from?
You don't know. Y'all got to play more horrific, spooky gaming if you want to know those kind of secrets. But that's a campaign I haven't run in 2 years, so good luck.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Connor.
Hi, I'm Cyber. I sometimes play games on twitch.tv/cyber12one. And I'm here on Sundays, and on Mondays I'm on Indoor Adventures. It's up in the air if it's going to be happening this week, because life shit. But yeah, games.
Ethan, did I cut you off? Did you have something else? No. Okay, just checking. Hi, I'm Blair. I'm _ Canadian Moose all over the place. I got a fuck ton going on in the next 2 weeks. I didn't have anything for all of May, and then it's all in the last 2 weeks, so that's fun. I have it's also all on Lost Caravan too. So Necrobiotic on the 23rd, Wander Home on the 25th, and Nova Part 5, 6, one of the two, on the 30th. And then and then I'm in Sleepaway on the 2nd. I have 4 in the next 2 weeks. I have 4 games on Lost Caravan. So
Nice.
just pick a night and I might be there. And then I'm in the Ascension Paradise, so come watch us on Wednesday, and then also in this on Sundays. So yay.
Busy.
Ethan, are we rating someone?
Oh, we sure can. That is a
Yeah.
thing I have to look at. Let me see who's online. Where do I find that? Our buddy Cats is online. Recently rebranded as Catzilla64. Previously Deadman 619 Incorporated. I found out that was a wrestling reference a while back. I should have assumed, but I didn't know until recently. But we'll go rate Cats. Cats is playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, so that's fun.
Nice.
So let's see, raid.
Let's go show Cats some love.
64, I think should be good. All right, so we will head out to do that. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye guys.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
It's doing the raid thing. I'm gonna click some buttons. That's gonna do it. And bye.